Hi, All Stars. It's Mrs. Hall. And I just want to show you, I want to give you a little demonstration about volume. I see there was a little bit of confusion. Most of you did a great job, and thank you for uploading your work. I want you to try to do your work online so that I can see it in the actual question. All right? But do it the best way that you can so that we can just take a look at the work. I want to clarify just a couple of things about volume. So in the questions yesterday, I gave you the example of using ice cubes. So you can take an ice tray, fill it up with water, count those cubes, and you can see how much volume is contained in the ice tray. Okay? And in our example, if you look at the video that I posted, you can see that you're counting faces. And in your workbook, you can see the faces that are embolded in the square. So you count all of those cubes, then you count the sides, and then you have your total number of volume units, right? The total number of squares. So what we're going to do just real quick, just want to make sure that everybody gets it, is we're going to imagine that I took blocks out of this container. I'm actually using what I have at home. I have these little squares and, I'm sorry, these little blocks. These are cubic squares. And so we're going to imagine that the whole thing was full, right? So I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to say that this container was filled with these blocks. So let's count the blocks. I'm just going to take everything, lay it out straight. Here we go. And we're going to count. You guys can count with me if you want. And if you don't want, I'll be disappointed. All right, so here we go. Remember, we're talking about volume. We're going to count the blocks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we have 27 blocks altogether. And if we imagine that these blocks fit inside this container, we could say that the container was flat. And that these blocks, these 27 units, they're all the same size, fill up a container. The entire container is filled up, and it looks like this. And we can say that the container's volume is 27 of these blocks. Okay? We could also say that the container has rows of 3. And 27 is a good number for rows of 3 because 3 goes into 27. How many times? I hope your answer was 9. So we can say that the container was shaped like this. And this volume is, again, 27 units. Now what the lesson is showing you how to do is to count all of the blocks, and you just have to make sure you count all of them. So here we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm taking them apart so you can see how we're counting, right? Then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Then we have 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we have 27 altogether. Okay? So now I could say my container has this type of volume. I could also line my blocks up this way. I could say the container is shaped this way. And the volume would be another 27 blocks. And my container, if my container was shaped this way, it would have this type of volume. And we would count. And we would still have the 27 blocks. So the measure of 27 units would be the same no matter how the container was shaped. It's just how you get to the measurement. That is the question. So the width might be different. So if I made my width this way. Now we're not doing a standard algorithm yet. You saw that on the video. But the width might be a little different in calculating, right? So when we get to standard algorithm, you would see that the width is a little different from the container that was, say, straight up and down like that. Okay? But I want you to understand that it's very important to count all of the blocks. So you have to count the blocks on the bottom. You have to count the blocks on this side. So you have the left and the right bottom. You have to count all of the blocks in the middle. All of the blocks in the middle on this side and the blocks on the top, but you can't count them twice. So what I want you to do is go back and look at your work for March 23rd and recount those squares. I want you to make sure that you have understanding on how to find the measurement of units for volume. All right, guys, I hope you thought it was fun. That's all.